Hello everyone, I'm Kay and this is Mona Lisa Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing expanded love readings for the 4 cardinal signs of the zodiac. Information on which decks I use, my tentative weekly schedule, which is subject to change as this is a very new channel, and where to send donations if inspired to do so is listed in the description box below. Keep in mind that there is no gender in tarot and that roles can be reversed, so feel free to flip the energies as they best apply to your situation, Libra. We're using the Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry this evening. We just want to get a little bit more insight into your current relationship. I've also posted Soulmate Twin Flame readings for your sign this week, as well as a 9-card reading on their feelings, thoughts, intentions, and view of you. So please check those out if you'd like. You can also check your other placements for your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, let's see what we have currently going on for you, Libra. I'm going to have to move these down a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay. And so, we have so far the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, and of course I'll tell you what all this means after the cards are all laid down. So next we have the 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Strength was Leo energy, by the way, Major Arcana. We've got Justice, that's Major Arcana for Libra energy. There you guys are. Still getting a little bit used to laying the spread out on this table, guys, so thank you for your patience. Now we have the Hierophant, the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, by the way, Hierophant and the 7 of Pentacles are both Taurus energy. The Knight of Wands, which as a reader I personally see as Leo energy, but it could be another fire sign energy as well. So Aries or Sagittarius. Next we have the High Priestess, Major Arcana for Cancer or Pisces energy. The 6 of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. Seven of Cups, Scorpio. The 4 of Swords, that's more Libra energy. Judgment, fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. I see it as a reader as well. There's 3 more cards to go, guys. Death. You guys have a lot of major arcana today. That's Scorpio energy. the Five of Wands, Leo. And then I'm going to leave the card in the center face down because that's the future or final outcome of the relationship, and we're going to leave that a surprise. Okay. So Libra, in the past, things were going well for this relationship. If it got off to a rocky start, there was, seemed like luck stepped in and things went really well. Now, if things have been going well from the very beginning, then it's simply saying that this was sort of like a gift from Spirit, and it's a destined thing to happen in your life in a positive way. Currently, we'll have to take all the cards into account, of course, but with that strength energy there, you guys are overcoming fears and issues and strengthening the relationship. I am seeing in your energy, though, Libra, with the Five of Cups, for your feelings, you're feeling sad about something, regretful. I'll just leave that there for now. Your partner's feelings, we have the Justice. As I mentioned before, Libra, that is your sign's energy. In part, it could be saying that you're on your partner's mind heavily. However, I'm looking at the actual vibration from the card, which is about karma, things being set right, whether that's good or bad. I wonder if there were some type of conflict or separation where, and don't shoot the messenger here, Libra, but it could be that you did something now that you're now feeling a little regretful about or apologetic, and your partner may feel like that's fair because they might be seeing, I'm sorry, something that has occurred as something that you did that caused some issues that you may be feeling sad about, that you might be feeling sorry about, and they may see that as being just. But let's get a little bit deeper into here so we can see what else is going on. My eyes are really bad and I don't have my glasses. I apologize. The positives for this relationship, Libra, if you're wanting a long-term commitment with this person, something traditional, there is the potential for that. The Hierophant can also indicate spirituality and being involved in the mix, and that's being seen as a positive. On the other side of the coin, though, with the Seven of Pentacles, there may be a waiting period. Like, for instance, if you or your partner is interested in getting married eventually, or moving in together, forming some type of stable commitment, the timing is not, it hasn't been quite right up until now, so there's been some patience required. You've done some planning and you've put in your investment, or your partner has, or both of you have. But now you may be kind of waiting for the results of that. So with the Knight of Wands, your hopes are that this person will come forward quickly, passionately. The Knight of Wands is a very enthusiastic energy. while they may be inconsistent at times, you may be hoping that whatever causes regret and whatever your partner is seeing as a just situation, and again, roles can be reversed, you're still hoping that this person will just sort of say, oh, you know, who cares? I gotta see him. I gotta talk to him. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go rushing in and, you know, with this fiery attraction, this passionate energy. With the High Priestess as a fear, however, I see there's a little bit of concern about holding back too much. Someone may be figuring out that, you know, the fear is that maybe this person may be going within and seeing things about the relationship that aren't so good, and that may be keeping them away from coming in or from forming a long-term commitment. The High Priestess usually does refer to those concepts of intuition and of keeping silent about things. She keeps the secrets for the Hierophant as well. So, as a fear, I can see, as I said, maybe a fear of some things that your partner may know, or that they may have come to a conclusion about within themselves, Libra, that they might not be sharing with you. So the aim here is a Six of Swords. It's a pretty straightforward card for that position. With the Six of Swords, Libra, the aim is for you guys to get past this issue that may have been causing the delay in commitment or in coming back together. You want to move forward from that into calmer waters and get past it together. What you want to avoid with the Seven of Cups, a couple of things here. You want to avoid treating each other like you're only an option out of many. So during an argument, saying things like, oh yeah, well, I could have anyone I want. Even though that's probably true, Libra, because you guys are really awesome. You don't want to rub that in your partner's face or have them rub it in yours. You also want to avoid, if you're definitely committed to this relationship and wanting it to move forward, you want to avoid turning to someone else as sort of a patch. So, you know, maybe this person is ignoring me right now, or they don't want to settle down and commit. Now, if that's something that you can't accept or don't want to wait for, then of course you would want to look at your other options and not wait for this person. But if you're really both committed to making this work and you've had that discussion, it's telling you to not look around for other people to solve your emotional lack of fulfillment, to not look at other people, just turning to them as being a way to make yourself feel better. Or, like I said, this could apply to your partner, because obviously, even though it may feel good in the moment to have someone make us feel loved and desired and beautiful, then you have to either be honest with your partner about that, even if it's just an emotional person and there was no sex involved, or you have to keep it hidden, and that's never a good idea. The truth always comes to light. You also want to avoid being stuck, both of you, too much in your heads about this and getting lost in a fog of confusion about what happened, who did what, why. It's best to just be in the present. In your environment, I do see that we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about contemplation, rest, healing, meditation. So since that's an environmental factor, it could be that one or the other of you is turning to meditation, yoga, that type of thing to deal with your stress, which is better than turning to another option, of course. I can see that as being a healthy way to cope. It could also be that somebody in one of your environments is going through that, meditating, sort of withdrawing and healing themselves from something. What just came also to me is that if that is the case and it's someone in your environment or your partners, that could be something that could keep the relationship from progressing, in the sense that if someone is staying at home with a sick parent, or if someone has an emotionally unstable ex or friend or someone that they're tending to, that can be something that is creating interference in a relationship. With Judgment in the other people position, a lot of people, or some people in either one of your circles, Libra, may be having an opinion on this relationship, that you should reconcile with this person if you're in separation, or that you should not reconcile. They may have an idea about who did what, who was responsible, who needs to take blame or responsibility for certain aspects of the relationship. In that case, just a side note, it doesn't specifically say this in the cards, but if that is the vibe I'm picking up, that there are other people who are passing judgment on this relationship, I would always just be careful to, if it's an important one leading to commitment, that it's really just between you two, you and this person, what's going on in the relationship, and it's usually healthier if it stays that way. Now, of course, it's always good to have a close friend that you can confide in about some things, but if you're telling that friend, this person did this to me and that to me, and they care about you, they're going to take your side, probably, at least according to this card, someone in the environment. And so then, if you wind up marrying this person or moving in with this person, your friend may always have sort of a suspicion about them or a dislike of them due to the pain that they know that this partner has caused, Libra. Action. So I see this as an advice card. We have Death. If you're familiar with tarot, you know that the Death card is about transformation. So the ending of some state of being and then the rebirth into another state of being. And with all the major arcanas here as well, I'm picking up that this relationship may need a total overhaul. That sounds pretty vague. But if you are in regret about something, it could even just be referring to your transformation in some way, Libra, or your partner's, if the roles are reversed. That someone really needs to do a lot of healing and look at what may be contributing to the issues in the relationship so that they're able to come at it from a completely new viewpoint. It's always good if we do that for ourselves, of course. And so this could be sort of advice to you or your partner, Libra, that it's time to change in some way. And since this is a relationship spread, while that's very good for you on a personal level or for your partner, it's also going to be beneficial to the relationship. Now what's unknown is the Five of Wands. This card talks about conflict and competition. If you already are in conflict with your partner, Libra, then obviously you already know. But The competition factor stands out to me as something that could be unknown. You or your partner could be talking to someone else or dealing with someone else, and it could be innocent in the sense that there's no cheating involved, or this person isn't considering someone else to take your place, or vice versa. But there could be someone else who is interested, and perhaps you or your partner don't want to tell each other about this because you don't want to create insecurity or make them think that you're just trying to, like with this Seven of Cups card that I mentioned for what to avoid. If there is someone else that is coming forward trying to be with one of you and they know you're in a relationship, take a look at that person's motives, and if you are headed toward a committed relationship with the person in this spread, Libra, then that's something that you may, of course, want to eliminate with this transformation. And it can be difficult because, just speaking from personal experience, if one or the other of you is insecure about the state of the relationship and where it's going, it can feel very good to have someone step in and say, well, why are you with that loser anyway? I would be much better for you. And even if you don't entertain that by sleeping with the person or going out with them, it may still be in the back of your mind that, well, if this doesn't work out, I know that this other person has my best interest at heart or likes me. But if that person, like I said before, is trying to interfere in the relationship and step in and take one of you away from the other, then that person may not have the best motives. So now we have come to the future outcome of this relationship. Keep in mind that tarot is for entertainment purposes only, and free will is always at play. So outcomes are not set. So this is the way that the outcome is going to look if things continue to go the way that they're currently going, and no significant changes are made to the energy. We have the Ten of Wands. As a future card, the Ten of Wands is telling me that this may become more burdensome to one or the other of you, the relationship in general. It can also mean that there's a lot of responsibility and a lot weighing one or both of you down. It doesn't say whether you'll make it or not. A lot of relationships, of course, long term, are going to have all of those responsibilities, and that's part of making your life work with another person. You would still have a choice as to whether or not you wanted to continue. The good thing about the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy, by the way, is that it is the end of that cycle of wands, of the 10 cards. It's a completion. So in the Rider-Waite deck, you see the person making it to the top of the hill with all of these wands, a big bundle, and you can tell it's burdening that person. Their back's bent over. So that means, though, that it's come to a point where that person can now lay those burdens down and restart with the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning. So that can be implied. I'm going to do a couple clarifications on this reading because there were a couple of things that I was curious about that I'd like to give you some more information about, Libra. I'm going to clarify this regret card, and that's in your feelings. I would also like to look at this unknown factor of competition, and I want to clarify the outcome or future with the Ten of Wands, just to see if we can get a little more of the energy. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a few times again. as I explained to Aries today and Capricorn, my Chromebook does not have a pause function in the camera, so unfortunately I'm not able to pause the video. I could mess around with the YouTube editor, but I haven't been very successful with that so far. So the other option would be to stop the video and then do a part 2, and I'd rather keep it one cohesive experience. So we're already on shuffle number 5. Thank you for your patience. And of course you could fast forward through this and then just start playing it again when you see me start laying down more cards. So that's an option for the future. One more to go. Check out your other readings too, Libra, for this week. I did a Twin Flame Soulmate reading, a 9-card love reading about thoughts, feelings, and intentions and actions, as well as a general weekly reading. So, Spirit, please clarify the 5 of Wands for Libra for this relationship. Please clarify the 5 of Wands. Oops. We got the High Priestess again. I got 6 cards. I'm not going to go in that deep. I'm going to go... I tell Spirit, I know you guys might not necessarily be interested, but I do try for full disclosure. And I put out an intention when I shuffle for clarifiers. Whereas in a regular reading, if I'm doing the flip over method, I'll only take the top card that flips. But when I clarify, I tell Spirit that I'll take the top 3 cards. And if there's more than that, then I'm sorry. Basically, I ask Spirit, what I'm trying to say is, let me rephrase that. I'll ask Spirit for 3 cards or less. And I'll say, and if there's more than that, I will take the top 3. So, I already showed you that we got the High Priestess, Major Arcana for Cancer, Pisces energy. We also got the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the 8 of Pentacles, or coins in this deck, Virgo energy, to clarify the 5 of Wands. I'm trying to see what position the High Priestess was in before, and it was in Fears. Okay. So, before when I was talking about the Fears, we were looking at the High Priestess, and I was saying it probably, or not, it may not refer to a person. However, since it's showing up in the conflict and competition, there's a possibility that there is another person that you've been worried about, or that your partner's been worried about in each other's lives, that is showing up as a High Priestess, which is a psychic, intuitive person, an empath perhaps. They're wise. They usually keep silent about things. So if this person is in your partner's, I should say, energy, you may not be aware of it. Paired with the Devil, I'll just say it. I don't necessarily like to jump to the idea of someone using magic in a situation, but there could even be a possibility that with the pairing of the Priestess, High Priestess, and the Devil, that someone could be trying to use some type of negative manifestation or black magic in order to affect this union. So one of these options in the 7 of Cups, or one of these competitors in the 5 of Wands, may be trying to use supernatural means to influence the situation. With the 8 of Pentacles as well, or Cups, or excuse, I'm sorry guys, with the 8 of Coins or Pentacles as well, that can connect to these other 2 in the sense of work being done to try to influence the relationship on a spiritual level. If it doesn't mean that, it can simply refer to an unhealthy attachment. Somebody may be working too much. I'm trying to see if anything else comes up here. Those are pretty powerful cards. So for the unknown factors, there may be other people. There may be addictions that you don't know about. There may be someone who's trying to influence things in a way that they really shouldn't be playing around with. I don't judge, but I do believe that we receive karma for our intentions and actions. Well, more so for our actions, but in other words, the intentions behind our actions. Moving on from that, though, I wanted to clarify a couple of other cards here. Namely, the Justice card and the Ten of Wands. No, I apologize. The Five of Cups for your feelings, Libra. We'll do that first, Spirit. Oh, that flipped right over. For the Five of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords and the Valley of Coins. Same as the Page of Pentacles. I have some neighbors shouting outside my window. I apologize if you can hear that. So the Five of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. You are stuck in your head about this, Libra, and you may feel that whatever kind of apology or information or offer to rebuild or create more stability within the relationship, that it may have been rejected or may be rejected. You may be sort of like afraid to try type of vibe, and you thinking about this a lot. So I see that in your feelings or energy, Libra, as a possibility. If that doesn't resonate with you, then well, you'll already know by now if this is your reading or not. So take that as it resonates or doesn't. And then finally, Spirit, please clarify the Ten of Wands for the future outcome of this relationship. We've got the Three of Cups. Everyone's case will be different. There are a couple meanings for the Three of Cups. I don't see it as a third-party situation card like some other readers unless it's reversed, although other cards around it may give that meaning. But I'm seeing this as being the other meaning of the card, which is about reunion. With the Ten of Wands and the Three of Cups, I'm picking up here, Libra, that the two of you for now, and this is a future outcome, are going to agree to take on your problems and issues and reunite in order to make things work. So despite however this may have weighed on you, you both think that it's worth it. Emotions are beginning to flow, and you want to reunite. Can also be about celebrating with friends and going out, and if you are experiencing this as a burden at this time, that can also be sort of a side note, like a piece of advice saying, in the meantime, try to have a good time. I know it's hard to not be stuck in your head and not have regrets about things that you may have done if you know that it was not with the best intention or in the best spirit, Libra. But sitting around and worrying about it and wondering what this person's going to do won't change anything. So in the meantime, if, maybe go out with a friend and have a cup of tea or a drink or coffee or whatever you do, and try to, it's not so much about distracting yourself, because that can be an unhealthy way of avoiding emotions, but try to keep yourself upbeat and in a higher vibration. That will also help attract this person back to you if you're in separation. Finally, Libra, to wrap this reading up, I'm going to pull a trinket from my trinket bowl. So I wasn't really looking at it when I picked it up, and I'm going to shake it around a bit. My eyes are closed. And then I'm just going to reach in and pull out whichever trinket or trinkets touch my fingers. Okay. Interesting. So, for me, this is a confirmation. I pulled out this little pocket watch that a friend gave me some time back. A couple of the stones are missing, but you'll see that there's a very esoteric looking symbol here with that pentagram in the middle, that star. I got a very negative energy from this when my friend first gave it to me, so I did clean it. But it's definitely got some occult type symbols on it, magical symbols. I don't know what they all mean, but that vibe I was getting about the High Priestess and the Devil, to me this is a confirmation that there is being some type of manipulation or black magic done. The other thing that came out was it's sticking to a magnet, so I'm going to show you the magnet and what's stuck to it. Okay, we have a little screwdriver, which I think is just adorable, but that's beside the point. And it's showing that this relationship can be fixed and just needs to be worked on. And the magnet itself is actually a little, let me turn it around the right way. It's a little wine glass. So as far as what I said, clarifying the Ten of Wands about going out with friends and trying to have a decent time, have a good time, take a little bit of the load off, that's confirmation of that as well. Libra, if you liked this video or it resonated with you, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so that you'll receive notifications of all my future uploads. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck with your relationship, Libra, and have a great rest of your day.